Thank you very much for coming and celebrating the renovation of this wonderful facility with us. We welcome you here. We have the mayor and the council and other dignitaries here. We appreciate you making the effort to be with us. First of all, I want to thank the mayor and the council for obviously approving the funds to do this little project. Those of you who are familiar with Memorial Square know that it's a great place. It was fairly sterile, not very inviting, and so we through this project softened it up a little bit so that it might be more inviting for people to come and remember some loved ones and have some time for reflection here. So I think we've accomplished that and appreciate it. I always hesitate to name names, but I've got to recognize some people here for just a couple minutes. First of all, Dave Anderson from the Planning Division, or Planning Department of the city, was kind of the driving force behind this, along with some folks from downtown. But we appreciate Richard Davis. If you want to just wave your hand there, Richard, our contractor on this, did a wonderful job. Him along with Blake Barney, thank you. Him along with Blake Barney did an outstanding job putting this facility together, and so we appreciate their efforts. All of the guys in Public Works and Engineering that helped us design this, we appreciate their efforts. I need to give kudos to some of my guys who actually finished up some stuff again this morning. Bill Bushman and Cody Hanks and Ken Bell, Brent Shepard and Brandon Cloward, as well as Amy Wall, who did all of the plants. We appreciate Kent Barber. The furnishings here were done by Kent Barber, who's a local boy, and I think he did a really outstanding job on our furnishings here. So we appreciate him.
It's great to be here. I'll tell you what, isn't this a beautiful place that this has turned out to be? It really is. You know, let me give you a little history of this. Probably back in 1988, this plot right here was dedicated to Joseph and Delilah Hughes, who are the founders of Hughes Memorial Hospital just down the street. I know that hospital well because that's where I was born, so it was awesome, you know. And every tonsils or whatever else I had, we went down to that hospital right here down the street, and it was great. So over the years, this has been different businesses and all that, but in 1988, they were dedicated here. And then in 1990, they built the Memorial Square. And first of all, it was going to be a tribute to the Hughes family, and then it eventually ended up for all the citizens here in the town that they could remember and honor their families and all that. The Chamber of Commerce was a big driving factor in that. At that time, the president was Rick Peterson, and some of the members on that chamber at that time were Starbrot Bank, Connie Hansen. Let's see, I have to remember because I'm like you, I can't remember all the names. Yeah, Lane Henderson, Marie Huff, Elaine Barney, Greg Ogden, Mary Claire, and Sharon Wright. And so they got together and put that there. I know Marie Huff went and got O.C. Tanner, who was a resident here in Spanish Fork, who started here making graduation rings for seminary students, and now he's built it into the multi-billion-dollar business it is today. He donated to this property at that time a fountain, and we were appreciative of him and that effort. But you'll notice we have a lot of plaques up here. Some of the ones that designate our city history was the plaque for Dominguez Escalante when they came through. That was in 1776. That's what put Spanish Fork on the map. Then in about 1850, the Mormon pioneers had a settlement here. In 1855, Spanish Fork City got their charter to become a city. In 1860, there was 1,069 residents here in Spanish Fork. And then in 1990, when this was built, there was over 12,000. And then today, our population just hit 40,000. So we are a growing city, and things like this is going to be kind of neat. You know, as you can tell, that we take a lot of pride in our city. As you can tell through our trail system, our golf course, our ballparks, our beautiful parks. You know, as city leaders, we try to do those things that would help us bring good quality of life things to our citizens so they can enjoy that. And what we'd like you to do with this beautiful Memorial Square is to come here, take some time out of your busy work schedule or play, bring your kids, look at the plaques. I was here a couple of months ago with some of our guys from the city, and I remember as I was reading the names on these plaques, I said, well, let me tell you about that person, let me tell you about that person. So it was really cool to be able to see them, honor them, and reminisce about some of the great people that have lived here in this city. So with that, I just encourage all of you to come down, enjoy this. This is your park. Enjoy it, and thank you for all those that helped bring it about. Thank you.
We've got a treat for you today. We've got a musical selection. I'd like to introduce Greg Duffin. He is a native son of Spanish Fork, as well as he's going to sing, and Larry Blackburn's going to accompany him. I appreciate them being here. They're appropriately going to sing "Thanks for the Memories," and for those of us that are old timers, that's a famous song by Bob Hope. He won the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 1938. One of the unique things about that song is that Bob would, as he traveled around, as you know, would adapt the lyrics to fit whatever situation or whatever location he was in at the time. And so we have some talented people on our staff, and Elaine Hansen adapted the lyrics of this song to fit our occasion today in our city of Spanish Fork. So we appreciate her effort there.
Thanks for the memories of rainy afternoons and Booth Brothers tunes, motor trips up Diamond Fork on Sunday afternoons. How lovely it was. Thanks for the memories hamburgers at Glades, and shakes of different shades. Ashi Baba cheering loud at all the football games. We joined in the shout. Victoriously we heeded. We strove to be undefeated. The red and the gray forever. We did have fun and no harm done. And thanks for the memories of thrilling rodeo, summer baseball games, B. Davis Evans musicals, and dragging cars on Main. We love Spanish Fork. Thanks for the memories. Shopping at Stone Drug, Will's grocery store, Frost Top offered root beer floats and hamburgers galore. We're known as the Dons. Thanks for the memories. The most famous fight of all, honored on the wall. Inside the Hall of Fame, Lane Frost a name became. Outrode the bull, Red Rock. He was the toughest of all bulls. Their match was made into a movie. So famous are we for rodeo and ball diamonds too. It's what we do. Thanks for the memories. The movie theaters are gone, Old Angelus and Arch. But finally a Cinemark will be in Spanish Fork. Awfully glad we live here, in spite of all the wind. Thank you so much.
Gave some of us a stroll down memory lane, right? We've experienced a lot of those things. We also want to let you know that if you are interested in purchasing any of these plaques to have your family on here, not all of these people are deceased. A lot of them are just families that wanted to remember their heritage and pay tribute to them. You can check with the Parks and Recreation office if you're interested in having your family here in this memorial square. This is certainly a facility for our community to be proud of. Right here on Main Street gives us a nice place to sit and have some reflection and enjoy, again, another one of the marvelous facilities that we have in Spanish Fork City.